I mean, we're just waiting on the 80 carry last. You can say, oh, they're going to get Zhonya's value, or they could build steel caps or whatever, which is true. But generally speaking, there's not going to be anyone to really stack armor, so they're not going to be too concerned. Pantheon stacking armor is not going to be very powerful. You need to build AD, and obviously Rumble cannot go tanky really either. So I do think TL
items than Jose would be able to ult in if DSG wants to go for a late contest.
Yeah, they're going to Realm Warp over there. Calmy trying to group up with the rest of the team, but he is too far ahead of everyone. He's going to get charmed up, knocked up. The fate is sealed, comes through from Quid, and they are getting destroyed right now. Jose on the side, though, in trouble, and Sajed goes in. They knock him down. It's a spear to the back from Kryra. Yon, out of mana, needs to run. Does have his flash up and available. It's the Dragon for TL, but it is a kill for Jose. Starting this up, will grab the first scrub, and he is happy with that. Just jumps out.
Get back to clearing. We're also all going to have mullets if we sell every single ticket.
I'm going to need to grow a little bit of hair.
Yeah,
you know?
can figure it out. He's going to wear a wig.
Work in progress.
Yeah, we'll see.
Won't shave for a few years.
7 years. Here's the look one more time. Everyone is able to dodge the Seraphine ultimate except for Calmy, but then weirdly enough, the Yone pushes him back a little bit. No one else able to follow up well on that fight. And I think it's just hard with Yon being low on mana, with Jose not really having any items. Their team look was not going to win that fight.
No, it didn't look that good for them. I think it could have been even a lot worse, though, had Calmy Realm Warped in a little bit of a safer spot, because he was kind of pushed back out of the fight immediately. And, you know, if he was still kind of full health when Kryra arrives and they could just full send it together, they might have been able to get multiple kills or at least some additional summoners. Castle, maintaining his pressure on that top side, has been very, very good. You know, really a point of power for DSG in almost every laning phase. And he is doing fantastically well this season, getting a lot of credit. And people really kind of look towards that top lane for DSG as sometimes their sole win condition.
I mean, this is a pretty big gap, especially against Morgan. Morgan's been able to go even in almost all of his Ornn and Sion matchups, if not slightly ahead. So Castle putting a lot of a lot of pressure on him as Jose Diodo completes his first item.
Yeah, and it's not even like it's first strike gold or anything like that, because he's playing Deathfire Touch, so he has just built that advantage straight up. Castle just constantly pushing forward here, going to be able to overheat, and will push that wave all the way in. Of course, wants to look to base since he uses Equalizer. Yon and Core on this bot side have their summoners back up besides that heal, but just playing safe around the fact that Kryra could be there, looking for a play.
Yeah, just trying to check on the rune pages. If you add Deathfire Touch and Scorch together for both Rise and Rumble, they're at about 1,000 damage so far this game, which is something to track. I don't have a great anchor point for this right now, but Rumble 668 from Deathfire Touch, 365 from Scorch currently. Yeah,
it's quite a bit. I mean, you kind of try to compare it to, I mean, obviously First Strike could be dealing less damage, but giving you the gold. Yeah. You're kind of comparing it in a similar space to something like Airy or Comet, but of course Rise before always took Phase Rush. It's just not available now.
Exactly.
So it's kind of hard to compare because there are pretty significant trade-offs, right? You're dealing a lot more damage, but well, how do you put a price on being able to survive a gank, you know, from the Phase Rush? And mobility is really hard to quantify a gold value to.
Because Rise is relatively short range anyway. Yeah. And if we're thinking about how he's navigating team fights against Ashe, Seraphine, Yone, Sejuani, Ornn, we'll see if he's even able to play in team fights, even if he's a little bit more dominant in lane.
Yeah, exactly. You're much more vulnerable, you know, especially against those slow, heavy teams. But it is going to make that lane that much more oppressive as Sajed pushing in on this bot side. Gonna let the True Shot Barrage rip here as he just wants to continue pushing this wave in. Would love to be able to grab that plate. A lot of these towers have not been autoed at all. They still have so many crystals sitting on them, so one auto would give over some gold in a lot of these lanes.
Yeah, also both Gluttonous Greaves were upgraded when the mid lane quests completed to the Immortal Path, so now we
can see them.
Yep, they do 5% increased damage when you're above half health, and you get 15% increased healing, shielding, and regen when below half health. So in a sense, they're also good if you have enchanters or healing on your team to really boost those heals mid-team fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, obviously, it can be boosting, you know, your life stealing and stuff as well. And, you know, Yone W is a shield. Rise, obviously, is going to have the Seraph shield. You know, there are some different tools that should be getting boosted by that, which is quite nice as far as the survivability is concerned. Jose trying to play for some vision. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to miss Calmy, who pops the Ghost and is going to be able to walk out of this no problem. And now going to go back in onto Yon, put some damage down on it, but Jose comes in. It's a swing and a miss as Calmy sidesteps it with that Ghost and stays safe.
No need for Phase Rush. Ghost can have happy feet. Before Ashe Arrow missed, Seraphine missed, Sejuani Alpha missed. Team Liquid, you can't contest this anymore.
Yeah, they're still hanging around. They do have Encore as well as the Fate Sealed from Quid. Call Me is getting pretty low. That is the advantage that TL have.
Right
a lot of poke. And now they're pushing in. There's the flash forward with the Encore. It does not catch the Jet, but it does catch the other two. And Quid is raking havoc in that back line. Jose is going to be able to knock down one. Kryra barely survives. Quid retreating back here from Call Me. Jan has not been able to get involved. The True Shot Barrage barely misses out on Quid as Jose is running and Jet is pushing forward here, trying to find some more damage.
But they're looking like they're just going to be able to take this one.
Yeah, DSG very late to actually come over here. Castle TP's down, and now they're going to try to force Shirley. The response TP comes through. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to connect onto Kryra. The CC is there. There's the Encore as well. Call Me's in the back line. Core JJ very low. Quid goes in with the Fated Seal. They're all turning in onto Call Me, and he is knocked down, and Morgan is so tanky in the front line. Castle has got to run. He's going to have to flash the wall here if he wants to get out alive. In comes the rest of TL. Castle holds onto the flash for a little, but knows he has to use it. DSG showed up very late.
Have it up again soon. Gets a plate off of it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad at all. And they are looking for a potential dive onto Call Me, who popped the Ghost early and runs all the way out, knowing that he has no assistance on the top side of the map. Look where Castle is. He's hitting the tower in bot lane, and he has no TP. So Call Me has the rest of his team now coming in. Lions is up here. Kryra is going to be in the area with that Grand Starfall available, but Herald will charge in. Doesn't quite have the damage as Call Me's going to flash forward. Here comes the Grand Starfall. There's the Rune Prison. They're going to try to burst him down. The peels come through from Core and Jose, though, and Quid stays alive for now. They do get the tower on the bot side, so that is going to be first tower of the game going over to DSG because they were able to defend that turret in top lane.
Yeah, the gold lead actually opening up now, and the dive continues.
Quid is just going to get knocked down. This time, they do not have the cooldowns to peel for him. He stayed around way too long. Wanted to try to greed for that wave. DSG get the kill. They get the tower in top lane as well. So now 2 towers going the way of DSG. They're up 3,000 gold.
Really nice tempo play, and they might be trying to push their luck a little bit here. 20 minutes in with a dead Yone and an Ornn who with no TP. DSG starts Baron.
They are starting it up here.
Ornn TP just came up.
Ornn is coming right back. And Jose has to get some vision. He can't even see how healthy it is, but they're going to pop the call of the Forge God. Lions is low. Multi-man knockup. They're trying to walk through this, and Morgan's just going to flash into the pit. It's low, and it's secured by Kryra. Jan is not able to enter whatsoever, and Jan is out of mana now, so the Realm Warp is going to come up. They're going to be able to interrupt that on Call Me. Call Me is going to be left for the Wolves here. He will fall. Jose flashes forward, going to be looking for Castle. Castle is put incredibly low, pops the Scrap Shield. The Bubble's going to get sidestepped, and Jose knocks down another one. And now Lions is left to the Wolves here, will finally be knocked down, surely by Jose, as he's got no mana left. It's a double for Jose. DSG does get the commit to it. And it is going to be DSG looking to set up for this Dragon, but Jose has been having an incredible split, and he just got cursed big time as he might go down. The Equalizer comes out. He's still surviving, but not for long. The production team cursed him. He was having a great game, still is, and has been having an incredible split as DSG looking to fight here. Jan comes around the corner. There is the flash Encore coming through from Core. Call the Forge God, going to get flashed away from there by Castle. As in comes Kryra looking for Jan. Can't quite find him. Core survives. Quid survives.
They get a kill, another right back on the Drake, but Team Liquid is back.
Yeah, and they have a big health advantage here. DSG, again, just trying to finish this off. Kryra has no flash, though, so it is going to be difficult to get out. He's going to get rooted up, and Jan is hitting him. Quid is going forward. Castle is back now, though, and DSG going to be looking to fight. Jose coming out here from base. Morgan very tanky, buffers the Searing Charge back, and now Castle's in trouble on the side. Has no flash available, has no way out, as Jan is going to be able to snipe an arrow to the back as Castle falls. And TL now going to be pushing mid.
Really exciting game for Team Liquid, who was such a big favorite here.
Thanks to the shield from Core JJ, as that True Shot Barrage would have killed him off. The Jet fighting well against Quid there, but on that bot side, Morgan going to be able to knock down a tower, as that should be finished off by the minions. And to get back to Jose having an incredible split, there was a lot of question marks when he got picked up. A lot of people were saying, why didn't they get inspired? Well, Jose is showing why. He is playing incredibly well this split, and I think he is definitely a candidate for MVP, but they're going to go for a dive again. The Encore comes in, and once again, Call Me just getting CC'd on-top. So Jet is low. It's a double DB coming in from TL. A double bubble, though, answered there by Lions. Beautifully done as Quid goes with a Fated Seal. He gets a double knock-up, takes down 2. Beautiful stuff there from Quid, and now Castle going to get stunned up locked down, knocked down, back to the base. Jan's the one to send him there. 4 kills for none, going the way of TL.
They are going to get a lot off of this fight, and it looked like the Brawl brothers right there, Morgan and Quid, just punishing Calmy. I didn't get the chance to see the back end of the fight, but Jan and Core absolutely walk out of that one unscathed as well.
Nicely done there. It looked like it was going to be a decent angle from DSG when they came through, but Quid with some fancy footwork.
Yeah, won't be getting those flashes back for 5 minutes. They burn flash from Nami, cleanse from Ezreal, and because Castle is split pushing, getting a lot of golden pressure, Team Liquid decide they just need to start the Baron.
It is going to be spotted immediately. Calmy is in the area, and Castle has TP. He wants to go back to base, though, and he's realizing he doesn't have time. As the fight is already kicking off here, Kryra is going to be in trouble. There's the Encore. It's going to go wide as Kryra flashes away. Now Castle has arrived, and they're going to be looking for Jan. Jan is chasing after the jungler. TL is forcing the Baron here, but their AD carry is dead, and they might lose the fight. Can DSG get more? Realm Warp coming through. They're going to try to chase down the rest of these TL members. They will eventually get Morgan, but they're not going to get anyone else. It is just the 2 kills for the Baron. The question is now, how much DSG, as it is now back-to-back dragons going their way, so the Baron definitely not worth it thus far for TL. We'll see if
they do have Baron-empowered minions, though, and a very delayed DSG getting back to base.
That was so nice from Lions, though. The self-Mikhails, not only does he keep himself alive, but he is then able to help Sajed stay alive. You know, he's able to land the heals on him as well. As TL still in the area. Castle, though, coming out of base, very, very strong. Overheats and is cooking up Morgan, who's got to try to run for it. Kryra pushing forward, though. The rest of the TL carries are on the left side of the fight, and their tanks are just getting roasted for free on the right. Morgan going to be pushed back, has no teleport. Castle still interested in a fight. Quid going to be looking with the Steel Tempest, finds the knockup, as well as the engage on the other side coming through as the Encore is going to be able to charm up multiple members, and Castle is left out by himself. Sajed is down, he dies the core. Castle falls as well, and now the flash in there. It's a beautiful bubble onto Quid. Kryva's trying to run, he needs to survive. DSG are crumbling. They have lost 4, and just like that, they've lost the game.
And Baron is actually still up for 30 seconds, so worth, I guess. But I gotta say, the team fighting from Quid on this Yone has been so exceptional. Team Liquid looking to push to the end.
It is a very surprising finish to this game, as DSG had been fighting well for so long, but just like that, DSG get out team fought on the steps of their base, and TL, make no mistake about it, marching down, finishing off the game here in just under 30 minutes.
Still a sub 30, even though it felt like such a competitive bounce people around like crazy here with the Gragas Lee Sin. They'll have to navigate somewhat carefully around the Talia, and the Alistar's going to be able to displace them a little bit, as that's the last pick going in for DSG. But I just hear from Jose, since Kryra has gone top lane for either a dive or the level 6 crab, Jose's going to end up picking up this dragon. Kryra's thinking about a look onto Morgan, because Talia's there as well. They're going to try and collect this first blood.
Not necessarily an easy dive. The wave is getting cleared out, but here comes the Weaver's Wall. They're going to be looking for Morgan. Morgan, nice flash back away from Kryra, but it just doesn't matter. Calmy tanks it up at max range, buys the time for Castle and Kryra to get in there and get the kill.
Nice try by Morgan. Couldn't thin the wave quite enough. Australia.
Coach gap.
But it's been looking good so far. They haven't played the top teams in the league, though. This will be their 5th win if they close it out. And then they'll still need to play Lion and C9 to close out the split.
Yeah, and that's going to really, at the top of the table, these last couple weeks, going to be very exciting. So many good matches. Lions was forced to use his flash, as there's a nice explosive cast knocked back there onto Castle, and Jose is in position with the lane gank. Nowhere for Castle to go. Great setup there.
Despite being down 2 ultimates, we'll see if DSG wants to contest it.
Looks like they're a little bit late to try to get over here. Kryra now walking over, Sajed coming in, but they're kind of split across a few different sides, and their mid laner is basing, now going to be TPing back. We'll see if Kryra can go in. It's going to be a 50-50. Lions goes for the engage. Sajed is on the side, but Sajed cannot hit. He's going to reposition to the back of the pit. He's hitting Jan over the wall. Jan is getting incredibly low. Calmy's getting involved. Sajed flashes in and does take down Jan, and now Quid is running for it. Calmy is peppering them with damage as they try to retreat. Kryra, Calmy, Sajed looking for more, but won't be able to find it. It's just the 1-for-1 at the end of the day, as the Dragon is also claimed by TL.
And Team
watching
Liquid
Cryer spend a lot of time looking, but not a lot of time finding these plays, as there is going to be a kick into the wall there from Call Me. He is stunned up by Quid, who drops the Tibbers, and another Sonic Wave resonating strike connects, and Jose goes on a rampage, and on that top side, they're looking to try to pull off a dive. The Shock Blast not going to connect onto Morgan, and he is far enough back that DSG can't get anything.
But they might be able to get first turret here. They have the inside track, and Annie plus Lee will not be able to kill this bot turret quickly enough. So small consolation prize getting that bonus gold. Against the Kryra's looking a lot. Jose's finding a lot. Every gank, it seems like, works out for him. He's been an assassin with those Qs.
Yeah, he has absolutely been smurfing with it. And we touched on it, but we want to remind you that it is going to be this matchup between TL and Lion coming next week. Jose. It's also just so funny that when we were watching the Player of the Week interview, when Raz asked him what his world skin would be, we both were immediately like, yeah, it'd be Lee Sin. And then he goes, Ivern, and we're like, huh?
He's trolling.
It was kind of funny, as Morgan just going to throw down the explosive cast, clear out that wave, as DSG overloading that side of the map will be able to grab a Dragon and slow that stack down. The Weaver's Wall comes through, but just a split second too late. Call Me can't block that charge. That was delivered by Jose, as Kryber on the side, getting a nice little chunk down on core, and will push TL back. But Yon now finding opportunity, stepping forward here onto Call Me. Call Me gonna get rooted up. In comes the CC onto Yon, and Yon is just knocked down, couldn't react with the ultimate in time, gets burst down in a hurry. Jose tries to disengage, but there goes Sajed, and Sajed has to flash away as Quid stuns him up and almost bursts him down. Lives with a sliver of health there, as he went in with the Killer Instinct. Now Call Me hunting for him, but that is risky. The Sonic Wave does not connect on to Call Me. Call Me still hunting for him. Jose going to be spotted now by the minions. DSG chasing after him, but there's still more members here coming in from TL to reinforce. Sajed trying to be involved, but he has no health. Sajed trying to get back over there, can't quite do it. Kryber looking to finish him off. The seismic shove will finally do it. Jose does fall, and now Castle has arrived. Knocked back right into the queue from Kryber. Quid is going to get taken down. Great setup there on the road.
To Thimblewinter, but the Drake has been started. We'll see if TL can get in.
Quid, great sidestep from the Shock Blast on the side, and now he reveals himself. There's a flash forward from Lions. They're going to try to look for it. They're looking for Yon. This time he does respond. The Season Assist comes in. There's the instant charm on a Sajed as he Killer Instinct to the backline, trying to take down Yon. Can't quite do it. Everyone from DSG piles into the meat grind. Yeah, that is a backbreaker for DSG. They were in a pretty good spot. They still did not get the Dragon on either side, so maybe run out and try to contest that one more time.
We have a time. I can look Jace here.
I'm down. I'm down.
No one can look Jace right now. We're trying to retake this.
Jace has no max. No flash, Alice.
Hey, cut me.
Buy no flash, buy no flash.
I'm okay for now.
Have ulti, buy.
Hey, help me. Yeah,
buy.
Kaza as well. Kaza.
Buy first.
Kaza. Baron.
Nice.
We go Baron.
Yeah, para.
Yeah, go
Can
Baron.
you...
Nice clear comms from Team Liquid right there. Underrated was Morgan's front line, as the Drake is still happening.
Quid flashes in and bursts down Kryro with the help of Jose. Sajed's in trouble on the side as Quid's going to be chasing him. Call Me as well, getting chased down by the duo from TL. Core and Jose team up to take down another.
Gold deficit to a 2,500 gold lead.
Castle still up 2K, but it just does not feel like it matters whatsoever. Jose 8-1-1 on the Lee Sin. Another dominant performance on his best pick, in my opinion. And TL just pulling the trigger in these team fights, forcing the hand of DSG, who just doesn't really seem to have an answer.
It's a good Lee Sin angle, and Jose wants to play it. You just let him play Lee Sin. Doesn't matter if it's in meta. If he feels it, you let him play the pick. 3 Drakes now onto Soul Point for Team Liquid. Morgan's front line.
Make them waste their time trying to hit you, while in the other side, your team is just killing their front line. Well, that's a very easily won fight. And Morgan navigating that last team fight quite well, but really the star of the show. First step, just have to do well in the ARAM Mayhem show match. As there's going to be Jose now looking for Castle, and Kryber's just going to complete the base. They do not think they can fight this, and if you can't take a 2v2 with your top laner who is up...
Where are my camps?
I took it.
He's got 9 kills.
Yep, and Jose will be reporting Yon at the end of this game.
He's the carry. Jose is the carry.
Homie looking on the side to try to find an angle, but until Castle's back, they can't really do anything.
Interested, and they find these little picks here and there, and they're looking for the end of the game here, actually.
Morgan with a deep TP, and Quid finds Sajed. Sajed is dead, and Morgan now going to be behind Castle. Castle in trouble, going to get knocked back by the explosive cast, but hit against the wall, so does not go too far. Core now looking for Krybra. Jose going to go in. He likes every fight he can find, as Calmy looking for the seismic shove, but cannot connect it onto Morgan. TL pinging onto the Baron. 1 kill was enough. They want the objective.
It's likely going to secure them the Baron, and then they're going to have to rush over to the Cloud Drake to try and get the Soul as well. It's been a little tricky for them to actually break through the base with that top outer turret still being open, but Team Liquid is still extending the lead fairly steadily.
Yep, up about 5,500 gold and 10 seconds until that potential Soul for them. Sajed will be respawning, but where's the vision? They can't see anything in that area of the map. It is very scary. Krara trying to move down. He is 6 levels behind Morgan at this point as the jungler. That is not your support. That is your jungler. As there's the seismic shove landing on the core, but core is going to pop the quickness, look to try to turn and fight. Morgan hunting in the back line. Sajed is back. Lions is falling. He's the first to fall. They're going to be looking for Krara now. Castle getting involved. Yon's in trouble. Yon incredibly low. Flash is back. Finishes off Krara. In goes Sajed. Does get a kill back, but there's the flash body slam for Morgan, and that is going to be enough to finish off Sajed.
And DSG just cannot get a clean engage onto Yon.
I mean, it's just so difficult for them. They're walking in blind, they're walking in late, and look at all the playmaking.
1 minute left. Cloud Soul completed. Missed Gragas ultimate up on the top side.
Their Krara vault breaking in, maybe getting a little bit frustrated. Now going to be CC chain, hit by the quickness, hit by the kick as Calmy comes in with Weaver's Wall, trying to protect him. That was kind of just a pointless vault breaker. A little bit of frustration from Krybra's. Yeah, you got 100 damage down on core, and you give your life for it. As he has just been starved out of this game, down about 4,000 gold to where Jose is, and I think he's getting frustrated.
I think he's a little tilted. I don't think there's many good plays left for what it's worth, but that's definitely not one of the plays to go for.
Not many good ones, but there's a lot of bad ones, and that was definitely one of them. As TL now pushing forward here, good sidestep from Castle. As Lions tries to flash in, but the immediate Featherstorm there from Yon. He's going to be CC'd up and knocked down. Jose goes legendary with TL pushing in and looking to close this one out here. Kryer going to be respawning in 5 seconds. Quid tanks a shock blast, put pretty low. There are 3 members here from DSG trying to defend. Sajed goes back to the base to heal back up. Kryer is now here, but TL has the Baroned up minions, has this 1 tower down, and now they're going to look for the kick. Jose flashes in, knocks back Kryer. Calmy with the stasis, but it's only going to buy a little bit of time as TL run over the fight, lose no one, wipe up DSG in the base. And they want Castle to. Castle flash the cast, but in comes all of TL. They are hunting for these kills. Castle can get nowhere. There's nowhere for him to run, nowhere for him to hide, and now Lions is back, and TL look like they want to try to kill him off as well. They are just fishing for fantasy points at this point. They're diving the Nexus. They get the ace, they get the base, they take the series 2-0 over DSG.